Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And just like that, we are in business. Let me lose this. It smells like mold. And I have I know why this hoodie smells like mold. Hold on a second here. Just something popped in my brain. Still on Discord. Taking myself off it. Sorry, guys. It is a free Patreon Friday, though. So on my YouTube channel, you can watch this as it happens. Hang on. This hoodie smells like mold, and all my other clothes smell like mold. Everything that comes out of the washer smells like mold. Excuse me. Why? No more beer for Kevin.
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 No more beer.
No more beer.
I'm fucking hammered.
I'm fucking hammered.
No, there's a chair.
There's a chair.
No more beer bongs.
No beer bongs.
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah. No more beer for Kevin.
No more beer for Kevin. Oh my God, I've never heard that.
Chug.
Okay. It's time to start. It's a Patreon bonus. Yes.
Hi, I'm Sarah Rook Ruck Roosh, and I listen to the Eric Zane Show
He's
podcast.
an idiot.
Because he's an idiot, swears like a trucker, loves puppy dogs, and gave away a kidney. Now here he is, Eric Zane!
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. You are so sweet. Na, 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 na. Bruce here, crashed out on the couch. Thanks, Carl, again for joining me on the free podcast. It was fun to talk about our podcast that we're going to do tomorrow for Who Are These Podcasts. It's always great to talk to him. He's a fun dude. Like him a lot. So, first of all, are you aware that on your washer, at the bottom of it, there's like a little panel? Okay. Most people, when they get a washer and dryer, they don't like read the instructions. You install the washer and dryer, you throw clothes in it, you put the soap in it, and then that's it. No idea this was a thing. You open up that panel and there's like a hose there. It's full of like AIDS shit water. Okay. And you have to drain that. And there's like this little filter thing that you have to clean out. I had no idea that this was a thing. No clue whatsoever. So I finally get to it, and it's got like 10 years of debris in it, and I open it and it immediately stinks. I'm like, oh, holy fuck, this is terrible. Okay, and then there's on a front load clothes washer, not the one that you put the stuff in the top, the clothes in the top that fills up. That's kind of old school. The newer ones, you put them in the front. Well, there's like a rubber like seal all the way around it. It's not supposed to have mold all over it. Ours does. I didn't know that. You peel it back a little, and I like, oh my God, it looks like fucking Godzilla's nutsack. Oh Jesus. It's just, and then I like stick my finger in it, and I scoop out like this black disgusting paste of decomposing dog hair and foot pickings from the NFK. God knows what else is in there. And I'm like, oh my God, it's like quivering and shaking on my finger. And I like fling my finger, and then this shit flies off, and it just smacks down on the what do you call it, on the floor. And then I go, holy shit, this is terrible. My God, what am I? We are such slobs. We are the absolute worst. We are America's grossest family. Okay, and it's getting grosser by the minute with the it was already America's grossest family prior to the NFK, and now that's just like it's like turbocharged. America's grossest family. So horrible. You would not believe the huge swaths of fucking black, disgusting, horrible things that I pulled out of there. It was kind of like some death hummus that just, and I had a pile of it. This is 10 years of dead skin cells and smeg. Okay? There, look at Terry even wrote that. It's just a combination of your entire family dead skin. Maybe that was it was like subliminal. Dead skin cells encrusted together into a smegma. I could make a pie out of this, a death pie. If I was still on the radio, we would make Joe eat this. Oh my God. And so it says, yes, you got to use vinegar and scrub that shit. So I'm like, well, I'm all about it. So I am getting in there and I am down and dirty. I am elbow deep pulling the stuff out of this metal, like not metal, this rubber type boot thing that goes around the opening. All right. And then so I'm busy working on that. I got the vinegar. I'm trying to get it. And there's like stains of mold on this rubber deal. And I'm like, this is just horrible. And so I cleaned that to the best of my ability. And then I ran the washer with vinegar. You actually pour vinegar where the bleach goes, and then you run the fucking thing. And there's a spot on the clothes washer. It says tub clean. And, it's like Tub Girl. You hit it, and then it supposedly does a bang-up job. So I'm thinking, this is all I got to do. This is all I got to do. Okay? Is run the clothes washer with the vinegar in it after the job that I did on it to get all that shit out of there. And it'll be perfect. I ran it. Open up the door. Smells like mold. If you neglect this for as long as I did, as long as we did, this is not fixable. Burn it down. Throw it out. I discovered that the rubber thing that I was describing to you that had all the butt cheese batter in it, it can be replaced. So right away, I'm like, okay. YouTube video. Look up the YouTube video. And it took about 2 minutes of looking at this. And I'm going to sidestep this. This is above my pay grade. This is a problem. I cannot do this. In order to do it, you got to buy a tool. The tool alone is $60. Like, fuck it. I'm gonna have the guy come to my house, and repair it. Andrea says, I have stuff to take the mold off the rubber. Do you? Well, you know what? I'm going to take you up on that, miss. All right. So I will meet you someplace. She says, I'm going to hook you up. All right. Let's try that. Because I can't anytime. So this is how it is. You get out of the shower, you grab the towel, you start like wiping the water off your face, and you smell mold. I'm like, oh, God. We are gross. We are such pigs. Patriot Nick with it's the same thing that allows her to reuse condoms. I cannot believe that's your laugh. You actually laugh with a New England accent. You can hear the accent in your laugh.
Are we gonna be buying another third beer? Fuck, man. I'm fucking hammered.
Okay, I have an email I want to share with you. BJ, who we've heard from before. His real full name is Brian. Show 610. Eric, good morning. I had a few extra minutes, so I thought I'd drop you a line. I believe I was listening to other shows 609 and 610, where you addressed the new form of, quote, "this has nothing to do with the show" advertising. I was so glad to hear that I had been meaning to write you as I've been listening to these latest shows thinking, what the fuck? When some stupid ad pops out in the middle of your story. Side note. When that started, I didn't know that I could strategically place those when they show up in the middle of the podcast so that it's like actually at the end of a story or a thought. I didn't know that. I now do that adjustment. But what he's referring to is I would be like mid-word, and then all of a sudden you'd hear an ad and then me picking up the story. I understand that you derive your income from the regular ads, which are just fine, like, Sarah Honda Granville, Cornhole America, TC Paintball. I was so excited to hear about the latest and greatest piss pad that I can buy for my incontinence in the middle of your story. You can now podcast away knowing that I am listening to your show and don't even need to hit pause to take a piss break. P.S. If I mail you a quarter, can you stop with these shitty ads? P.S.S. And don't tell me to become a member on Patreon, and that will stop the shitty ads. I don't have time to listen to it all. Love the show, BJ. Okay. That is a dynamic ad placement. I did that by design. I was not able to do that before. Audio Boom doesn't offer that. I have a new platform that hosts the show. And what they do is they take all of the content creators and then they sell ad space to whomever. Could be piss pads, could be a Spanish-speaking ad, which I had on the show apparently for one reason or another. Lowe's, Home Depot, it doesn't matter. They're all there. I have no idea. I don't know what they sell, but they make money off of it because there's audience to hear it. So they put an ad in front of it and they give me a little bit of money. They make money, and that's the way the world goes round. No, you just giving me a quarter will not stop the shitty ads. No, you being a member on Patreon will not stop the shitty ads. And if you don't have time to listen to it, then I wouldn't want you to get the Patreon. It's not a fucking charity here. You get it if you want it. The truth of the matter is, there's a little button on your fucking phone, you stupid idiot. And there's a circle around it. And it says 30. I suggest you do that if you can't stomach the 30 seconds to hear about the latest sale for whatever product. Right, here's the Lost Zane recordings from today. I wonder what it starts with.
At Huntington, we've been asking ourselves, is it possible to lend money at zero
What,
interest?
you don't want to hear about the bank?
Is. Introducing Standby Cash. When you need extra cash,
$1,000 in free credits and a bonus.
Available is based on customer eligibility.
What's the other? They usually put 2 30-second ads in there.
Download the DraftKings Casino app now and use
there you
code
go.
Audiology. If you deposit over $5,000.
Are those the ads you're talking about? You want to know what's funny about that? I'll give you a little insider trading info. This is how unbelievably frustrating it must be for some people that make podcasts. I don't rely on that. Some do. I'm lucky enough to be able to have the audience so I could do the hustle and sell ads directly. That's how I make money. From the Dumpster Divers, the Bennetts, the Blue Frost, the TC, the Sarahs. That's how I've been able. That and Patreon. Everything else is like, a little bit here, a little bit there, whatever. It all counts. Couple of bucks a t-shirt, couple of bucks a cameo, whatever. That's how I do what I do. If you download that podcast, I am going to get 2 cents, the audio podcast. So for every time an audio podcast is uploaded and someone listens to it, I actually get, it shows up 2 cents. There's a running total. So when I post, it'll go up quickly. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. You'll see these pennies rolling in. And that's how it works. So that's why. And what's beautiful about that is this new platform is I didn't have the flexibility to do this on the last one. They didn't offer it at all. This offers it. So this is just a very tiny amount, but it is a bit of compensation for your time. That is quite literally, I have to do nothing additional for that to actually happen that I have already been doing. I would post to the other platform on Audio Boom and then nothing happens. You just have your podcast there. And you had to pay for it on Audio Boom. The new platform, it's free. And they do this for you. I have to do literally nothing to get my 2 cents per download. So if you put more content up, if your audience grows, you get 2 cents, 2 cents, 2 cents, 2 cents, and that's the way it works. So I'm sorry, BJ, but you're just going to have to find out more about the P-pads. That's the way it goes. I love you, but that's it. Okay. So a little pulling back the curtain there. I see Dirk is here. I see Nick is here. How many downloads do you get per day on average? It depends, because I know I sound like Hot Wings. But, if I put up, some days, I'll put up a free view of the Patreon bonus, or I should say the Lost Zane recordings. I usually get it fluctuates. I would hope one day the goal is that I can have 10 to 20,000 a day. We're not there yet. I got to do a lot of work. The only way to increase that, honestly, is by promoting on other podcasts. So once I get on other shows, hopefully somebody. That's what was going on with that dude from Ireland, who's Northern Ireland, who has split. We haven't heard from him or seen him. He was here and then he was gone. It was the one I got. All right. If you're enjoying the show on Patreon, thank you. Welcome. I've got a free Patreon Friday, so you might have a few new people. We might actually get to 24 if we're lucky. Please subscribe to my show on YouTube. Hit the bell notification and throw a thumbs up at it. I would appreciate that. Okay, what else do I have for you? I had BJ's email, and I thought there was another email that I wanted to read. I was in a, oh my God. I was in an absolute all-out war with Dirk yesterday. Oh my God. It was ugly. Eric wrote, dude, you had me laughing my ass off today with the meeting Diana story. Save that one for the best of. Speaking of that, I got an anonymous email about that exact story. Eric, I want to thank you for sharing your perspective of the timeline from when you and the Queen of the Forest met and became the iconic couple we all know and love today. It's an interesting and rich tapestry, and fate works wonders sometimes. I like the way this person writes. One thing that I enjoyed hearing, because it was amusing as well as thought-provoking, was your version of the covert HJ on the bus ride. If you don't know, 18-year-old Eric was molested by the Queen of the Forest on the bus ride back from Mount Pleasant to Birmingham, Michigan. Actually, the bus stop was in Royal Oak, Michigan. She couldn't keep her hands off me. We had a blanket over us, and she went bonkers on my crank. He writes, now, to be honest, my spouse and I have never accomplished that. Our thinking is, he can do that himself. Why waste time? Let's just get to bigger and better things. So I'm not upset that it's something we haven't experienced. We enjoy a diverse, robust, and frequent love life. Zero complaints. Now, you don't know who this is. I haven't indicated. But, my God. Yeah, I pretty much gathered that. This person writes, but hearing your story made me curious as to one detail that, due to inexperience, I admit I am naive about. Upon completion of said HJ, what did you or she do with the product? Was there a quick swipey on the blanket, only to have a stubborn crust and stain later? Was it even your blanket, hers, or a complimentary blanket from the bus company? Perhaps you found some old KFC wet wipes on the bus, or was there some self-cleaning involved? I don't remember. I think maybe we just chalked it up to, hey, well, this is kind of like the bus is serving us snacks. Eat up. I can't even get behind that joke. And how were you able to remain still and silent during the money shot? I'd like to imagine there might have been a blind Tony or Saul somewhere on the bus, and no matter how quiet and subtle you were, you wouldn't die in a word due to the spidey senses of the blind guy sits up and yells, "Someone just had an orgasm. That's not fair." At the end of the day, it's a great story. We all appreciate you sharing it. I hope that you doing so did not put you in the doghouse or subtract Pooh Bear points. Sincerely, Jimbo. Well, there's only one way to find out. This strikes me as the type of story that the Queen of the Forest will not remember.
Hello.
Hey, this is Eric. I'm on the Patreon podcast. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad. What's going on? What are you doing right now?
I'm just hanging out, on this beautiful day.
Yeah, what a terrible day for weather. It's just gray and stupid. I guess the whole weekend's going to be a washout.
Well, it's very annoying. What are you doing?
Well, I was just talking with the audience. I had shared a story yesterday about something about us when we were young. And I had dealt a little bit about when I first met you, or I should say, when I first had a realization that you and that you were single. I've told that story before, but I also told an additional story for the first time. What do you think of when I mention that you and I took a bus ride?
Oh, we took a bus ride home.
Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the first times we ever traveled together. Or first time that I met your. I think it was the first time I met your mom and dad, or your whole family, because your brother, Kevin, the NFK, and your mother picked us up from the bus stop. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, that was probably the winter-ish, because we started dating in January of 19. Wait a minute, not 19.
Right.
I
think it was probably spring break, maybe.
1989. 19. Can you believe I said 19? So, yeah, we're coming up July 18th on our 29th wedding anniversary.
Yeah. That's a long time.
Before I get back to what I was calling you about, I was sharing with the audience about how one of the keys to staying successful in a marriage is, having your own point system like Pooh Bear points.
Yeah.
Constantly having to keep those Pooh Bear points at a high level.
You almost lost them all yesterday.
I know it. And I shared that with them. The whole idea of first I got in trouble for the eye rolls. And then I followed it up with eating all the chicken.
Yeah. So out of the 10-piece chicken meal, you had 7 pieces.
Right. And so I bought more, and I ate more last night, too. I've been eating a lot of fried chicken.
Oh, boy.
I'm guessing this is not good food to be eating for my supposed to be training to get ready for Mike Ball and I's race.
Probably not, but
Okay.
I don't think he follows a strict diet either. So.
No, he's fat and ugly. So, what do you remember from that bus trip?
It was long. And so we had to entertain. We had to kind of keep entertained.
Yeah. What type of entertainment do you recall?
Huh? Not sure.
Are you bowling or anything right now while we talk?
My bowling?
Yeah, it sounds really loud. Typical.
Oh, I'm in my bed.
Yeah, you're not sitting still. I don't know what it is.
Eric, I'm laying in bed. How much more still can I be?
Well, I'm just telling you, the audience is hearing you rattle things around. It's just
I don't know where that's coming from because there's nothing to rattle. As a pillow and a blanket that's not even moving.
Speaking of blanket, let me back up a little bit. The comments I'm seeing. Kate in New Jersey writes, ha, 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 ha. She remembers. Stevie says she knows. Patriot Nick says she definitely knows.
Well, I know. I just don't know if I want to talk about it. Yeah. If I want to, what do you say? Bear that news.
Oh, about when you gave me that hand job.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. So, Kate says bye Pooh Bear points.
No, that's not.
No.
Garrett?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm here.
I thought I actually hung up on you.
No.
No,
So
that's not worthy of Pooh Bear point sausage.
Yeah. Okay, good. Well, it's because it was, when you're very young, that's what young lovers do. Let's be honest here. The emotions, the chemistry is at an all-time high.
And you were only 18, so
right.
You're at like the height of your horniness.
Oh yeah. Well, I had lived a very sheltered life to that point. I wasn't a very sexual person at all during years prior. So,
Right.
So you were like super aggressive sexually at that point.
No, I was not.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of activity going on. That's what happens when people start dating.
Right.
So, okay, the question is, because I don't recall, but someone said if you're doing that type of activity, it's not without repercussions. Like, what did we do with all the jizz?
That I don't recall.
Now, I don't recall that either, but did you like start licking your hand or something?
No, Eric. Sicko.
Okay. All right. Well,
That's
I don't
gross.
know. I don't remember either. But someone
Maybe
was
we
one.
just wiped it on the blanket
We probably did. Maybe the bottom of the
and
seat.
then threw the blanket away.
Yeah. Flung our hand and hit the old lady's hair. That's what happened. I'm sure. Okay.
I betcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Mike says smeared it on the windows and made smiley faces.
Ew.
Faces.
Gross.
Okay.
Oh my God. Is that all?
Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to. That not only does this it kind of we elaborated, but it confirms the story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I will confirm that.
Yeah. Okay. That's what we do.
Okay,
Is there
sounds good.
is there anything I need to know about what's going on this weekend? I don't even know the plan.
I don't know. I know. Well, tomorrow, the kids are coming over tomorrow because we didn't get to celebrate Father's Day with them last weekend, so
Right.
they're coming over tomorrow at around dinner time, like 5-ish.
Okay.
And
your brother's
That's about-
got an MRI tomorrow.
I know 9:30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he already just talking about that. So he's probably been thinking about it for the last week.
Okay. All
Mhm.
right. Very good.
Where do you have to go, Zealand?
Yeah, we're gonna go to Zealand. I think I'm just afraid that if I go, it's gonna take. I don't think it'll take. We'll probably be out of there by noon.
Oh yeah, at least you probably won't even take that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Okay.
that's it. That's it. All done.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
I will talk to you soon.
Okay. So let me
Okay.
ask you this. With the minus 300 for the eye roll, and then how many points were lost because I ate all the chicken?
You lost all of them.
All Pooh Bear. I had none.
Yeah, but then you got them back when you went and bought the chicken.
Okay. I replaced them all.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So you're all set right now.
Okay, I'm all set. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you so much. You know what? That's a t-shirt idea. Pooh Bear points.
That is a t-shirt point. I mean, that is a good t-shirt idea.
Adam
Maybe a
and
little picture
Adam,
of Pooh Bear with a little picture of Pooh on it.
Adam in
You know what it could be?
what is
It could be a picture of boring Dean hugging a stuffed Pooh Bear.
That's a horrible idea.
No?
No. Yeah. Fuck. As soon as you said his name, I could just feel the life draining out of my face.
Okay. Well,
All
it's
right.
getting close to nap time, so.
Okay. All right. There you go.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, let me bye.
She didn't wipe it on the blanket. She ate it. Patriot Nick writes, nom, nom, nom. Yeah, Dirk, you asshole. Bring the pool boy into the Pooh Bear promo. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Shut up. Fucking Dean. Filthy hay baling slob. What the fuck? He gave her a card. What did he do again? He gave her a stupid card, a get well card with Pooh Bear on it. It's like, what the? Get the fuck out of here. Ugh. Shit. All right. Where the hell are we? I don't even know what's going on right now. Okay. So that was kind of like a side story. I didn't even know that I was going to open up that can of worms. Let's talk about this. This is absolutely fantastic. I had tried to get this young person on along with his father for an interview, and I think they were inundated with requests to do interviews. So it never, ever happened. But the story happened in Panama City Beach, Florida. Chris Nikic. He is a person with Down syndrome. And I don't know how the hell it started. I forget the ins and outs of the story, but I think his dad was like encouraging him to do exercise because typically people with Down syndrome, they struggle with weight. And, there's a lot of stress on a person with Down syndrome's heart. It's, in fact, that usually result in a death by heart attack at a pretty damn young age, a life expectancy, late 20s, maybe 30s. It's really a bummer. Well, Dad kept impressing upon Chris the importance of exercise, and he kept leading by example, And so the kid adores his dad and started like, I got to be like Dad, and started like to get involved in like exercise and shit like that. And before you know it, he's got enough strength built up that he can start to do like races, triathlons. Now, it's like the hardest thing in the world to do a Ironman triathlon. It's so fucking hard. And let alone when you're struggling with Down syndrome, it can affect your weight. Like I said, your heart doesn't work. The heart of a person with Down syndrome doesn't work like the heart of a normal person. Yet this guy did it, and he completed it in November of last year. An Ironman distance race. He's 21 years old when it all happened. Got the swim done. And the swim is 2.4 miles. And let me tell you something about the swim. When you're doing that for that amount of time to be, like in that position in water, your weight is you're working your ass off with no real impact or anything like that. And then after in however long it takes you to get that done, it's a long distance. And then you put your feet on the ground as you're walking out of the water. It's the oddest feeling in the world. It's like you've been on another planet. It's really disorienting. Then you've got like a 1 minute rest, unless you're Mike Ball. Then you take like 30 minutes, and then you jump on the bike and do a 112-mile bike ride. That, to me, is the most daunting thing. And, oh, by the way, then when you get done with that, then you have the hardest part of the race, some would argue, as the marathon. You have to run a marathon. Well, this guy, despite Down syndrome, did it all. Chris Nikic. He had a guide with him, kind of like, hey, come on, Chris, come on, follow me. Like, there may have just to keep his focus, maybe on the race, but he did it. He did the damn race, and this happened at Ironman Florida in Panama City Beach. Got it done about 16 hours, 46 minutes, 9 seconds, 14 minutes under the 17-hour cutoff time. So he did it. He is an Ironman. The thing about Ironman is it's just you against the course. And there's quite literally 1 million things that can go wrong. It's a little bit different than a running race where you just get and you take off and you run. Here you've got to worry about, because you need to eat. You need to be constantly taking salt. You need to constantly be drinking. There's mechanical issues that are beyond your control. Flat tire could fuck up your race. Bike breaks down, could screw up your race. Get hit by a car, could screw up everything. Oh my God. First race I ever did, got in the water and had no idea what I was doing. And I immediately had someone kick me right in the face. Okay. Goggles go flying off. I can't see. Person behind me doesn't know that I've stopped swimming, swims over me. I'm going under. He's pushing me underwater. I'm like 30 seconds into the race, and my hand almost went up. Your hand goes up, race is done. They pull you out of the water, you go home. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm looking around my glasses. I see them. They're starting to sink. I grab my glasses. I grab my swim goggles, put them back out. Like, holy shit. Oh, my God. I'm hyperventilating. Oh, no. And then finally I calmed down, did not put my hand up, finished the swim, and then off I went. So many things can go wrong. This guy did it all. And now Chris Nikic is going to be awarded a historical award that came to be after the passing of Jim Valvano, the famed basketball coach from NC State that won the NCAA basketball tournament in the 1980s, and then he developed cancer. He barely made it to the stage at the ESPYs years ago and said, don't give up, don't ever give up. And, is an unbelievably historic speech. Not a dry eye in the house. He did, in fact, pass. So they created the award, the Jimmy V Award for Perseverance. And Chris Nikic, is getting the award July 10th. They announced it as the award is given to a person in the sporting world that has overcome great obstacles through perseverance and determination. Wow. So fantastic. And it has never been awarded to a person who has Down syndrome. So that's fucking sweet. It makes you wonder, if the kid who, at the local high school that they give him the football and he scores a touchdown, and you know how it is. You've seen those before. Those are fine. If he's like, shit, man, fuck, look at, I scored a touchdown, but look at what this guy's doing. He can do anything. Maybe it might make them feel the same way, or maybe they'll feel ripped off and want to kick his ass. Probably not. Way to ruin it. Wow, what an honor to receive the Jimmy V Award for Perseverance and be included with such an amazing group of people. Chris Nikic said, as a Special Olympics ambassador, I represent millions of athletes around the world who can now believe that inclusion is real for all of them. Thank you for me, but more importantly, for the Down syndrome community and my fellow Special Olympics athletes. That is awesome. I love this. This is like my favorite story. I was actually speaking with Chris's dad. And when it all was going down, I was like, hey, can I get you on? Can I get you on to be you, me, Chris? We'll do it via Zoom. And everybody will love it. And he probably got pulled in 10 directions. And then I forgot about it and gave up. But I was reminded because of this that it still would be great to get him on. And you're absolutely right. The only problem is the person who reminded me that it would still be great to get them on was Mike Ball. And, this is my rival, Mike Ball, who, as we have been speaking all this week, he's been sending me pictures from Hawaii. And I was under the impression that asshole Mike was going to give up a lot of fitness for 10 days or so while I train here and eat fried chicken. He sent me a picture. What is this? It's pancakes. And he sent me okay, so he is eating good. Send me a picture of food. He says, only an easy 3-mile run this morning. Might need to make it a double run day. He's just saying that to piss me off because I had counted on him not training. And I said, I hope you choke on this food or fall into a volcano. You asshole. Monday is the start of our 16 weeks training for our big race. Mike Ball, Eric Zane, Grand Rapids Half Marathon. I can't wait. I will see all of you at that race. You must be cheering us on the final stretch along Winter right by the YMCA. I have no idea how fast I'm going to be. I'm not going to be very fast if I am fat as hell from eating fried chicken. What an embarrassment. I have no willpower. I have more willpower to get the workouts in than I do to eat like a normal human being. My God. Whew. Okay. It is a free Patreon Friday. Every now and then I'll do this. I'll throw it out there for you to check out. And, if you like it, if you enjoy what I do as an extension to the daily free podcast, well, sign up for that shit. $5 or $10 a month. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. $5 or $10 a month. The $5 a month is all the audio and the archive. The $10 a month is all the audio archive, all the video archive, and all of the live streams. Okay? Included in that is the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast that we do either on Thursdays or Fridays, sometimes Saturdays. But anyway, I let you know, and I actually have audience members live on it with me. We play Bet on Ben. We read Ben's shitty Twitter jokes. And anything else that can happen, it usually happens on the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. So sign up. And by the way, if you like it, I'll save you 10% if you sign up for a full year. Okay? So what was $60 for a year is $54. What is $120 for a year is $108. Or if you sign up and it sucks, cancel it, and then you get the rest of that month. Special thanks to Bruce for completely crashing and sleeping on his back throughout the entire podcast. Is there anything more spectacular than a dog that sleeps on its back with paws straight up in the air? I mean, look at that. He is completely gone. Holy shit. Mike Franklin says, eat nothing but sweet potatoes and grilled barbecue chicken. You'll drop weight like nothing. Dirk says, Mike, he'd rather eat mashed potatoes on bagels and wash that down with ice cream and candy. You are correct. That's the first thing you've been right about in the past 24 hours. You would not believe all the crazy conspiracy shit Dirk sends me on a daily basis from weirdo websites and crackpot doctors. Dirk's quoting local hypnotists and chiropractors about the vaccine and sending it to me, saying this is a trusted source. It's unbelievable. I don't know what the hell is wrong with him. Okay, folks. I hope you enjoy the free Patreon bonus podcast. I'm done. I am done. Have a great rest of your day. I'm going to have the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast tonight at 7 p.m. I'll be sending emails out to the usual suspects. If you don't think you're a usual suspect, send me an email, eric@ericzaneshow.com, that you want to be on the Patreon bonus, or the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. Dirk, quit saying, is that it? You know I fucking hate that. All right. Have a good one, folks. Till next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.